Does anyone have any whiteout?
Elvis Duran.
Elvis Duran in the morning show.
There you go.
Who's that soul brother?
That is bald freak Ronnie, who basically grew up on this show, and then he left.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
He flew out of the nest and went and did his own thing.
Not all of us can stay forever. But I'm back, so,
Yeah, those with ambition actually do leave.
Wait a second.
Exactly. The rest of us are just kind of stuck here. Well, welcome back to the show. It's good to see you today.
Thanks. It's such a blessing to be here. I haven't seen everyone in a while. Well, some of you.
Right. Oh, that's right. You and Skeery were down in Nashville this past weekend, were you not?
Skeery Jones invaded Tennessee, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Like a tornado.
So there's a story here. I heard bits and pieces. You guys all went out for dinner, and you had, by the way, bald freak Ronnie, always out there searching for the love of his life.
That has nothing to do with the story.
Anyway, so you guys are out there having dinner, and there was a guest at the table.
It was a group of couples,
right?
And I was a single, and there was another female single, who was not my significant other. There was no romantic interest there at all.
I thought she was yours for the night.
Yeah.
No, the opposite of that.
Okay.
In fact, one of my friends who was in town, his wife said, "Well, why don't you connect with this person?" And I said, "Not my type. Let's leave it at that and move on."
Well, okay, so just in first view and first conversation, you knew she was not your type, but then the night actually got worse.
Well, first of all, I didn't invite her out to dinner. Skeery Jones, who's out with me, says he didn't invite her out to dinner. And somehow she wound up at the dinner.
She kind of drifted into dinner from cocktails, and then someone in the group said, "Why don't we just bring her along? Plus, she'll make the eighth person in the group."
So
Who said that? I didn't say that.
Okay, so no one really knew her.
Well, yeah, we know. We're kind of acquaintances.
She's a Skeery friend. Skeery's like it's one of his Navy girls. He's got a girl in every port.
All right.
Who take a selfie with him. Yeah.
You have hoes in different area codes?
He needs somebody to show him around town because he just can't figure it out for himself. So he's got to do his thing.
She joined you guys for dinner.
Yes.
Okay. So
uninvited.
So tell the story.
So then we're all having a jolly old time at dinner. The wine is flowing. The steak is being eaten. And then the check comes at the end of the night. And I tell my friend who's handling the bill, I hold my credit card up because I want to pay my share. And we split it up by couples. Mm-hmm. And the female, the girl who's sitting next to me who had invited herself to dinner says, "I'll Venmo you." And I'm like, okay. And she doesn't Venmo me the full amount of her share.
What was her share?
Whoa.
$220 per head.
Whoa. Okay. Wow.
All right.
That's a lot.
That's an expensive
you're
head.
hanging out with Skeery Jones. You're going to live high on the hog.
Yeah, that's true.
I've never heard of head costing that much.
You're not going to Burger King.
But anyway, all right. So
and you would know, Elvis Duran. You would know.
So anyway, so she was going to Venmo $220 to you. What happened?
She Venmos me $120 and she Irish goodbyes. She just leaves.
What?
And then I go, and then he had left. Skeery Jones had left. And I go to my friend who said, "What was that all about?" I said, why am I paying for half of this girl's meal? Yeah. I don't even want her there. So I sent her a Venmo request the next day.
Right.
Dinner balance plus Irish goodbye in the comments for $100.
Oh boy. Okay.
And then we went out to dinner the next night because everybody was still around. And this was the topic of conversation at the next dinner. And I'm like, it's not just about the money. It's like, why is she here to begin with? And why am I paying $100 to hang out with somebody I don't even know?
That's tough.
So she gets back to me, declines the Venmo request,
right?
Says, she says, "I paid you at dinner, you goober, LOL." And I said, "No, you didn't." I said, $220 per person. I'll send you the receipt in case you need it.
Okay.
So she responds and she says, "No, I'm not short." And then she in a Venmo comment writes all the food that she had eaten, and then in parentheses she's with the price, and she says that added up to $120. So that's why I paid you $120.
Oh.
And I said, listen, even if that was the classy thing to do, which it isn't, when you're out to dinner with 7 other people, you just pay your share. There's no you don't itemize, you don't take an adding machine out.
That was decided.
Right. It's just etiquette, right? Mm-hmm. It's just etiquette. And she declined the request. She said no. She said I tried to go over to the server and pay my own way. So because I tried to avoid this.
What she did was absolutely wrong. I can't believe it. My mouth is on the floor. I will say we were out with people who ordered expensive wine. That's why the bill was so much. And I didn't order it. I took like 3 sips. The point is, I still paid my share.
Okay, but what your friend did was she paid $100 less than what she should have paid. And just tiptoed out, thinking, "Oh, okay, that's fine."
It's
you don't leave. You discuss it at least, even if you're. Hey, I'm tight for money. Can you?
I think that. Well,
yes.
In this corner,
yeah,
we have bald freak Ronnie, who is out $100 because of Skeery's friend.
I love this. Yeah,
and in this corner, we have Skeery, who brings shifty people into the mix.
Sketch balls everywhere.
How can that be when I'm on Ronnie's side?
If you were on my side, then give me $100.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You owe Ronnie $100.
100%.
Absolutely.
Why should I be out of pocket for this money?
It's your
Did
friend.
you invite her, Skeery? Was she your invite?
You should pay him his 100, and then you go after the money, since you know her.
Skeery, he's not responsible for her part.
this.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, you guys coupled him up with someone he did not want to be coupled up with. You were like, "You're gonna love this. She's gonna be great." You're
No,
gonna
he
hang out with
knew
her.
I didn't like her.
And even
on
worse,
top of everything else.
And then you made him pay $100 for this person he didn't like and didn't want to be with.
Hold on. I'm trying to get all this.
Man, you are a fantastic stenographer.
I know.
So she knew we were in town, and she stopped by. Hold on. In town. Okay,
She spelled town wrong.
Coaster Boy Josh knows her too, by the way. No.
Oh, he's not gonna pay this.
Does anyone have any whiteout?
Liquid paper.
Hold on. So Coaster Boy Josh knows her too?
Yeah, we all know her.
Do you guys share the same people? What is going on?
She's
Sometimes.
an acquaintance of ours, and she shows us around town, and she hooks us up with fun stuff.
Your Honor. Your Honor.
Yes.
The only reason we know her is because Skeery did the same thing when he came down to Nashville last year.
Okay, listen.
And invited her out for the same reasons.
All right.
Okay, so Skeery, I'm sorry, we were interrupting Skeery. Go right ahead.
So listen. So at the end of the day, she was invited to come out for some cocktails for the bar beforehand.
Bye, Skeery.
Somehow she made it to dinner, not by my invite. And
No.
Who
invited her?
I think it was our friend. It doesn't matter who invited. It was just
No, it does matter.
Yeah, that's the person who pays.
Because you were the reason she
Yeah.
was. You're the reason she was there.
the wives of one of our friends invited. I think made the formal invite. So then she said, "I'll just
You're under oath.
I'll tag along." Yes.
You're under oath.
The point is, she came, she ate dinner, and I do think she is due to pay her portion of the bill.
Well, you're the reason she was there. Therefore,
Right.
you owe the money to Ronnie,
Yeah.
and then you can go collect from her.
Well,
Right.
no. Well, the thing is, she split it with Ronnie. They should have. No.
Can we get her on the phone?
No.
Ooh, yeah, call her.
Yeah, call her.
Can we call her?
It would be a
Venmo her?
bad idea.
A great idea.
No.
Come on. Coaster Boy Josh, this is a friend of yours too?
Well, Skeery called me in here to defend him, but last time we were out with this girl, it was not a fun night.
Oh,
We
boy.
had to wait like
She
a
should pay
half.
all of us $100.
We had to wait like a half an hour to take a Tesla Uber because Skeery just wanted to go in like the Tesla Uber.
Scary.
And then we went to that dinner she was at, and then they took us to that horrible club afterwards.
The
It was, like,
rooftop lounge. Yeah.
Oh my God! Yeah, it was awful. It was an awful
We're a bunch
night.
of socialites.
Oh, my God.
Why are you hanging out with this nightmare?
She's supposed to be a tour guide for us, and she's a pleasant.
Is that what she does
Doesn't seem
professionally?
like it.
Anyway, the short of it is, I do think she owes her portion of the bill. She absolutely does.
She does. To you.
But that doesn't.
Because you're going
Yeah.
to pay Ronnie.
But it
Yeah.
doesn't come out of my pocket. How does it come out of my pocket? This makes no sense.
Coaster Boy Josh, I'm glad you're here. Is it okay if the court recognizes Coaster Boy Josh?
Yes.
Oh, of course we
Yes.
can.
Character witness.
I am the court.
Your
So
Honor.
who-
And the stenographer.
So she's really that bad of a time. Why was she invited out? Ever?
Okay, so I don't know the reason she was at that dinner we went to either. She was just there. It was like all of Ronnie and Skeery's like best friends and her.
and the money aside, that's what I told Skeery. It's like, are we not good enough for you, bro? Like, I'm your best friend. You got to invite some relative stranger who I don't like out to hang out with me.
It sounds like there's a history of bad times with this woman.
Yeah.
And there's Skeery
No, bad
also.
times with Skeery.
If we dive into Skeery's past, Skeery has a history of inviting people who shouldn't be places to
All
places.
the time.
I
Yeah.
must
Didn't
admit-
you do this at a sales party or something?
He does
You're
it all the time.
I do like inviting.
Don't you remember he's hanging out with the mayor of Jersey City?
Yes!
And he had a friend who needed his parking ticket taken care of.
He tried to invite his friend.
He brought his friend to try to
Yes.
get the mayor to pay the parking
Absolutely.
ticket.
Yeah.
Skeery has been told specifically to not invite someone to a place, and he invited that person.
Oh my God.
I'm the more the merrier kind of person.
Well, I know.
Oh my God.
What? Yes, Josh, what?
Scary. It was a great time. He arranged my birthday party at the what was that place called?
The Ashford.
The Ashford in Jersey City.
Right.
I show up and it's like none of my friends and all of his friends are there. They're drinking all the drinks. They're eating all the food. Scary's not even there yet. And I'm like, I don't know any of you. Who are you people?
They were all out on a work release program. So you feel that she was there because of Skeery?
Absolutely.
Therefore, Skeery should be responsible for the $100 she shafted you on. I think.
You've said it all, Judge Duran.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Guilty as hell.
Yes.
All right, so $100.
You
Let's
can
go.
Venmo me after the show.
And then you should try and get the money from her, Skeery.